till the morning. Wait till the morning. What's going on, y'all? A new episode of Junior's World of Soul. I am back. I appreciate all the love that I got from the video that I just did about Junior's songs of the Key of Life, and it was my songs about me as a black man. So I appreciate all the love that I'm getting from it. It was dope. It was a kind of a personal, passionate video for me. So I appreciate y'all for watching it. But this video is about the current R&B bangers that I do every week. You see, you know, if record labels and radio is not going to promote real R&B like they should and how they used to, then I will. And that's really what my goal is with these videos, just to show y'all that R&B is not dead and it's here. So, y'all see I came in with BJ, the Chicago Kid, Wait Until the Morning. I talked about BJ in my last video and his album In My Mind. And the album debuted at 28. And I feel like that's BS. And I need Motown to really, really put more backing behind BJ, the Chicago Kid. This kid is completely dope. And this song right here, Wait Till the Morning, can be a real crossover for him. If they get this single, put out a right video, and put it towards, you know, mainstream radio and push it, it can actually cross over. And the brother is actually singing. Like, this song can be so huge. Like, it is so dope. It, like, just has that crossover appeal. Like, it gives you that, like, irreplaceable type of vibe that can be able to cross over, but it still got some soul to it. It doesn't have to be another race that's, you know, singing R&B music that's able to cross over a lot faster. But this song can actually cross over. And this song can be huge. So, Motown Records, if you guys are watching this video, or any of you record execs are seeing this video, put out Wait Until the Morning, and this song will be a big record. Put the promo and behind it, have it on, you know, playing on MTV, and have it playing on VH1, and have it playing all over the place. It can cross over to pop radio, and it can be an R&B song. So please support this, and like I said, support BJ, the Chicago Kid. Promote his album In My Mind. It is a dope album. It is just classic soul with a current R&B vibe, and you really will enjoy it, and it's all about the music. So really support BJ, the Chicago Kid, and that song is Wait Till the Morning. Now, my girl K. Michelle has been feeding, you know, songs back to back. It seemed like every week we've been getting a new song off the album, and I think K. Michelle gets it. I think she understands that with this genre and with this era of music, everybody needs something. They will forget about the last song that you put out the next day. And I think K. Michelle realizes that, so she's giving us single after single after single after single. She already, like, put out 4 singles already from this new album. You know, It Was Not a Little Bit, that I love. Ain't You, that I love. Mindful, and then the new single now she have is Time. And in my opinion, Time is the most soulful single off this album. And, you know, K. Michelle always calls herself a soul singer. And even though she's taking another route, because she wanted an album that can be played on any radio, any type of radio, pop, R&B, all that, but she's still a soul singer. She lets you know that. And in this song, Time, she definitely gives you that soulful, you know, singing on it. And then clearly, to me, maybe this song was definitely in dedication when she was having her problems with Bobby, and she definitely, like, sung her heart out. So this is Time. It goes like this. That's my, oh, I love when she do that. But clearly, out of all these singles, this song is my favorite. Y'all know I'm a big R&B soul head, and I love when a singer that makes R&B music also is singing on a record. Like, we can get the party records and we can groove and we can party, but as an R&B singer, you gotta let me know that you really can sing. And in this song, Time, K. Michelle gives you vocals in this record, and it actually, you know, gives me the Sometime vibe off her first album, Rebellious Soul. It kind of gives me that kind of vibe, because K. Michelle was singing on Sometime. Oh my God, she was singing for dear life on that record. And this song kind of gives me that 70s soul, and she just reminds me of a Millie Jackson. I always say K. Michelle reminds me of a Millie Jackson. Like, just the vibe that she has. Like, you can sing, but she's still kind of ratchet. You know what I mean? So she gives me that, and I really enjoy that. But Time, the new single, I guess, you know, K. Michelle already put it out. I guess we're going to get a video for it. I'm not too sure. But this song, Time, is so dope. Support it, support it, support it. The next two artists that I'm going to talk about, they actually not really big on the radar, which is good, because, you know, as much as I do these current R&B videos and how I talk about artists that's actually on a label and has a major label, we have artists that's like on SoundCloud or on different, you know, YouTube, and put their stuff out and just not getting the recognition. And there's two artists that I'm going to talk about. The first one, I was actually introduced by this next artist by one of my Twitter followers. Her name is Brittany Loves Quincy. And, you know, on Twitter, I follow a lot of people that love Knicks basketball, and I follow a lot of people that love music, R&B, hip-hop. And so when I see a lot of followers, I see them a lot, because I follow a lot of followers that likes to retweet a lot of people on SoundCloud. Like, they're not big people that's been, you know, that has a deal, especially R&B wise. We try to find new talent, and I see it a lot, and I'm like, who is this? And, you know, who is this? So I pay attention. So one day, Brittany put up a SoundCloud from this guy named Justin Ruff, and I actually was like, well, who is this guy? I need to pay attention to it. And she put up the song I'm With It. And I remember his falsetto being crazy, unlike the Weekday. But I was like, yo, his falsetto is crazy. Like, it's really, really dope. And I was like, yo, he gives me oh, Lord have mercy. Y'all see I have been drinking in it. But he gives me old school Prince. And I was like, yo, I need to really check this dude out. So I checked him out, and I was just completely floored by his vocals. And I'm going to give y'all the first song that I actually got from, that I learned from him, and this is I'm With It. Come on, y'all. Y'all cannot tell me he is not giving you like that vintage Prince. Like, it's like, woo, like his falsetto is crazy. So, you know, keeping it real with y'all, after I heard that, I actually forgot about him. I literally did. Like, I really forgot about him. But let me tell you something, Brittany let me know for sure that he was coming out with a new single, and she was like, yo, he got a new single, you need to check it out, and it's called 12 a.m. Y'all, when I heard 12 a.m., it was done. I was like, I'm buying this kid's single. I need the song. This guy is singing, because I know we want that ratchet thing, and, you know, that's the hot thing right now, when everybody wants to kind of be, you know, using the auto-tune and all that good stuff, which I'm not a big fan of, but they doing that. So you just hear straight vocals, and this guy is killing it. And this is his new single called 12 a.m. And it goes like this. Go to my part so y'all can hear this brother blowing. Yo, his falsetto, I've not heard a falsetto like that in a while, and it is completely dope. So, look, I want to thank Britt for putting me on to this guy. This guy is completely dope. Y'all definitely need to check him out. He's on SoundCloud. His name is Justin Ruff, and that's Justin R-U-F-F. Check him out. His new single, 12 a.m., is on iTunes. Yo, we need some real brothers that's really singing, and this brother is really singing. So please, give him that respect that he definitely deserves, because he's definitely a brother that I like, because, like I said, he's an R&B singer that's actually singing. I'm not with the rapping. If you're going to be a singer, you're going to be a singer, and that's what Justin is doing. So check him out. His new single is 12 a.m. I'm going to put in the more info box so y'all can go to iTunes so y'all can cop that. The next artist that I'm going to talk about is, now I was just talking about auto-tune, and I'm not a fan of auto-tune because, like I said, when it comes to singers, I need to know that you can actually sing. But clearly this is a new age. We're in a new, generation. I guess the auto-tune, when T-Pain took it, a lot of heads just ran with it. And it's just like now it's like it seems to be all in it with the Bronson Tiller and the other guy, or Lorenz, or whatever his name is. The one that sings Say It, did the Brownstone sample. But, that's the new thing, so I guess I have to adapt to it, me being so old school, and I have to adapt to it. But, I mean, at the end of the day, I'm still not a big fan of it. But this song that I heard today, I went online and I went on YouTube, because a lot of people, telling me on Twitter, maybe going to YouTube and going to SoundCloud is the best thing, because we need new artists. We need to get new artists up. We always have the same artists that's like playing on, AC radio and things like that they're putting R&B in. And we need that. We need these up-and-coming guys to get some big recognition and get a big buzz behind them. So I went on there today and I just typed new R&B 2016, and this guy named Mishon came up. Now, when I saw Mishon, I remember seeing his music advertised on I Got Soul.com and RatedRB.com. Like, I remember seeing it, but I never paid it any mind. I was just like, okay, who is this kid? But when I saw it, I saw the picture, and I was like, oh, snap, I do remember him. I remember him from the play that he did, A Fool and His Money, with Willie from Day 26. I was like, oh, I remember that kid, okay. So when I played the song, I was like, wow, this song has so much depth. I had to get out of the auto-tune because I was just so into the auto-tune. If I hear auto-tune, it's going to take me out. I'm be like, I'm done with it. It's not real to me. Even though everybody's vocals in the studio has to get a little tuning, but when you can hear the auto-tune, you get me out. I'm done. Because I don't want to hear nothing but a computer doing with your voice. I want to at least hear some kind of vocals. So, when I heard it, I was like, wow. And when I saw the comments under there, people was like, yo, this is so real. This is what the industry does. And what he was saying in this song is how I feel about R&B, how I feel like these labels feel as though you don't have the right songs to put out, and they feel that you're not ready, so they drop you as an R&B artist. And it sucks. And in this song, he was talking about it. And I feel like I said, we can talk about the love and we can talk about the bedroom and all that. But let's talk about stuff that's happening. Let's talk about stuff that really has some depth. And this song, in my opinion, tells about the industry. Now, I know the industry ain't going to be too cold on it because, when Q-Tip did Check the Rhyme, he said, he called the record industry like some of them was on crack. Like, a lot of the record execs probably didn't like it, but I mean, it was the truth. And one thing about consumers like me, if it's true, we're going to feel the truth, and then we're going to connect with it. And that's why with this song, it connected with me. Even though, like I said, the auto-tune kind of threw me off, but I connected with it because I was like, wow, this is his truth. And he's singing through it, and that's what I like. And the song by Mishon is called The Truth. And it goes like this. I'm getting to it, y'all. He was just saying, yo, like, they dropped him. They didn't feel like he was ready, so they dropped him. And that's what I feel goes on a lot with R&B music. I feel like an artist can have their first single, and when they feel like, the first single ain't really do nothing, it's like, okay, we're not even worried about the album anymore. And that's what I feel that R&B is. You remember a time where an R&B album can have 4, 5, or 6 different singles, and you like, yo, like, this album is really something. But now, an album now, R&B wise, can have one single. If that one single really don't pop, the label don't care about it no more. You have so many artists that happen to. Like I said, Jasmine Sullivan, her reality show. That album had what? I think 2 videos, and barely we knew about Forever Last Forever. But the first single was dumb. And then I'm like, where's Let It Burn? Let It Burn should have been a single with a video and all that. Tamia, she had her song, her album. She had her first single with Sandwich and a Soda. Got a video for that. But where was the video for Stuck With Me? Nothing. And that's why I connected with the song, because I understand where the brother was coming from. But like I said, I wasn't a fan of the auto-tune. I know I done said that a couple times. I wasn't a fan, but I connected to it. And that's what I like. So the current 4 R&B songs that I talked about was BJ, Wait Till the Morning, K. Michelle's Time, Justin Ruff, 12 a.m., and Mishon's The Truth. So check out those 4 songs. Please call the radio station. Support these songs. Like really call the radio station. Like back then, that's what we used to do. Call the radio stations. Get online and talk about these songs. Let R&B get pushed like every other, well, really the pop genre gets pushed. Because R&B didn't have to worry about that before, because a lot of our songs were able to cross over because a lot of labels backed it. But it seems like today, labels are not backing it. So it's up to us, the consumers, to push it. So let's push these songs, y'all, please. But before I go, in March we have some dope R&B albums that's about to come out. We have Jaheim with Struggle Love that's coming out March 18th. Back in My Arms and Struggle Love with the singles. I talked about that in a couple of my current R&B videos in the past. We have Anthony Hamilton, my guy, March 25th. He's coming out with his album called What I'm Feeling. He's coming out with that, with the single Amen. I talked about that in one of my current R&B videos. That I can't wait, because he's my soul brother in my head. Like, I've rocked with him since 2003 when he came out with his album Where I'm Coming From. Like, I love that album. Like, I love it. I'm just an Anthony Hamilton fan. So his album is coming out, and he's about to go on tour with Fantasia. I need to get to that tour. I can't wait till the March the 4th when them tickets go on sale, because I am going to get it. I need to be at that concert, because I want to hear his background singers take me to church. I feel like just giving all my offering money. So the 25th, he's coming out with What I'm Feeling, Anthony Hamilton. Get ready for that. And the girl that I talked about in this video, K. Michelle, with More Issues in Vogue, she's coming out on the 25th of March as well with her singles, Not a Little Bit, Mindful, Ain't You, and the current single, Time. Y'all, these albums are coming out. Please support them. Let's support R&B, you guys. I love it. I want y'all to love it as much as I do. And we just want these labels out there to support R&B like they did back then. So, I guess it's time for me to get up out of here. I think I done kept y'all long enough. But I'm going to go out with my brother, Sincere. His album is called Return of the Sinner. I love this song called Runaway. First of all, I love the whole album. But he got a single called Runaway that's definitely saying what the music industry is going through right now. And it's very heartfelt. But I'm going to give y'all the part that I love, and we going to go out on that. And this. Doom, 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 doom.
shaking your butt. And they can't handle music with substance. They wanna
Peace, y'all.